My people say, when you hear drums at night, you must ask yourself, are they for the living, or for the dead? In the village of Umudoro, no one dared step outside once the moon rose. For in the forest, spirits gathered around the fire, and they danced. But one night, a brave hunter followed the sound. And what he found, changed his people forever. Tonight, I will tell you the chilling tale of the village that danced with ghosts. My people say, when the drums of the dead are heard, the living must choose whether to dance or to run. This story is about the people of Umudoro, a village hidden deep in the belly of the forest, and how they became known as the village that danced with ghosts. Umudoro was a place where the forest breathed. Giant iroko trees stretched toward the sky, and rivers wound like silver snakes through the land. By day, the village was alive, children playing ao, women weaving mats, hunters returning with antelope. But by night, Umudoro grew silent. Doors were shut early, fires were put out quickly, and mothers hushed their babies to sleep. No one dared step outside, for once the moon rose, the sound began. At first, it was a whisper of drums, low and steady. Doom, doom, doom. Then louder, filling the air as though the trees themselves were drumming. The children would ask, Mama, who beats those drums in the forest? The mothers would answer, Hush. They are not for us. Those are the spirits of the dead. They dance when the moon is high. We must never disturb them. And so, for generations, the people of Umudoro lived in fear of the night's music. Among the villagers was a young hunter named Obina. He was brave, restless, and curious, too curious. While others trembled at the sound of the drums, Obina's feet tapped along. One night, he whispered to his friend Chike. Why should we always hide? What if the spirits are not dangerous? What if they are inviting us? Chike shook his head. Foolish talk. If the dead dance, it is not for the living. You want to follow them into the grave. But Obina could not resist. The drums called to him like a heartbeat. That night, when the moon shone bright, he followed the sound deep into the forest. The deeper Obina went, the stronger the rhythm grew. His heart beat in time with the drums. And then, he saw it. A clearing bathed in silver moonlight. A great fire blazed at the center. Around it danced tall shadowy figures, thin as smoke yet glowing at the edges. Their eyes were red embers, their bones rattled like beads, and their feet struck the earth in perfect unison. Obina gasped. Spirits. Real spirits. But instead of attacking him, one of them, taller than the rest, extended a long bony hand. Its voice was like the rustle of dry leaves. Dance with us, mortal. Obina trembled, but something inside him said yes. He stepped forward, and the drum swallowed him. His body moved as if possessed, the rhythm carrying him higher and higher. The spirits laughed, their voices echoing like thunder and wind. By dawn, Obina collapsed. When he awoke, he was in his hut, alive and unhurt, but his body ached as if he had danced all night. When the villagers heard of Obina's adventure, they did not believe him. Lies, said the elders. No man can dance with spirits and return alive. But the next night, Obina returned, and this time Chike followed in secret. At dawn, both men came back, tired, but laughing like children. The news spread like harmattan fire. Curiosity overcame fear. One by one, villagers joined Obina. Men, women, even children. And to their surprise, the spirits welcomed them. The dance became a bond between worlds. The spirits gave them gifts, yams that never rotted, water that never dried, and laughter that healed sorrow. Soon, Umudoro was known across the land as the village of endless joy. But blessings, my people say, test the heart. Among them was a wealthy trader named Okeke. While others were content with dancing, Okeke was not. He wanted riches, power, and control. One night, during the dance, he whispered to the spirits, "Give me gold, give me charms, give me the power to make all villages bow before me." The spirits grew silent. The leader spoke. "We dance to share joy, not greed. Ask for too much, and you will break the bond between our worlds." But Okeke was stubborn. He waited until the spirits left, then stole one of their sacred masks, hiding it beneath his robe. He believed it would give him mastery over the dead. That night, the drums did not sound soft and playful. They roared like thunder. The earth shook, the river churned, and animals fled the forest. The villagers huddled in fear as shadows descended upon Umudoro itself. This time, the spirits did not dance. Their eyes blazed, their feet cracked the earth. "Return the mask," they thundered. The people looked at one another, terrified. At last, trembling, Okeke brought out the mask. But it was too late, the spirits were enraged. The living have broken trust. The dance is no longer pure. The villagers fell to their knees, begging for mercy. The spirits circled the village, stamping their feet. Fire leapt from the ground, huts shook, and crops withered. Obina, brave as always, stepped forward. "Please, do not punish all for the greed of one. If sacrifice is needed, take me instead." The spirits paused. They looked at Obina with eyes like burning coals. Then their leader raised a hand. "You, who first joined our dance, have spoken with a clean heart. We shall not destroy your people. But the bond is broken. Never again shall the living dance with the dead." With that, the spirits beat the drums one final time. The sound shook the heavens. Then, in a flash of fire and smoke, they vanished into the forest forever. From that night, Umudoro became like any other village. Their yams rotted, their water dried, and their laughter faded. But they were alive, and wiser. And though the spirits never returned, the villagers remembered the lesson. Greed can turn blessings into curses. Be content, for not every gift is meant to be taken. Even today, when the moon is bright and the wind sighs through the trees, the people of Umudoro claim they can still hear it. The faint, haunting echo of the drums of the dead. And so, my people say, greed can turn blessings into curses, but wisdom will always save a village. This was the story of the village that danced with ghosts. If this tale touched your spirit, do not let it end here. Fire, share it with friends. Sparkles, leave your thoughts in the comments. Globe, showing Europe Africa, and subscribe so you will never miss the next African folktale. Until we meet again, may your nights be peaceful, and may the drums of the dead never call your name.